Hi, I'm Roger Evans.
Hi, I'm Siew Chair.
And I'm Nick Price.
If you're a high-achieving student and you'd like your degree to stand out from the crowd, then why not consider doing honours in the Department of Physiology next year?
I'm here to tell you that honours in physiology does not just lead to a career in research. You get an opportunity to develop employability skills such as oral communication and written skills.
But don't believe us. Here's some wisdom from some current and former honours students.
In my honours year, I think I really enjoyed being able to explore a topic that I was genuinely interested in and being able to explore it in a lot more depth than you get from, say, undergrad, where it's just a single chapter in a textbook. So I was able to contribute to how my project developed and go into more details and learn techniques that I guess I'd never done before.
I think my favourite thing about honours was the actual lab work. Like undergrad, you spend so much time, you're sitting in lectures, you're reading textbooks, you're writing notes, doing exams. But the focus of honours is the actual application of that, and it's actually being in the lab and hands-on designing your own project, designing your experiments, getting results that, most of the time aren't great, but when they are, it's so exciting. And then making conclusions from that. That's the exciting part, I reckon. That's what I enjoyed. Yep.
Definitely speak to supervisors early. I made the mistake of only starting to contact supervisors about honours during the exam period. If you can, just kind of zone in on a supervisor that is in a particular area that you're interested in, and just start talking to them about their research. Even if you're not talking about honours specifically, just start chatting to them and finding out what they're into, what you can kind of do to sort of, I don't know, get ahead, I guess. I keep looking at the camera.
So for students thinking about doing honours, I think it's of course really important to find a supervisor and find a project that you think you'll really love and that you're really interested in, because it is a long year, it's really intense, and if you're invested in a project that's not necessarily something that you enjoy, that will make it a really long year. So find something that you like, find a supervisor that you think you can work really well with and that you're on the same page with, and that should make it a really enjoyable year.
If I was to give someone who was thinking about doing honours tips and finding a supervisor, I think I'd just say talk to as many supervisors as possible. I probably didn't do that enough. Not that I regret it, but I feel like you would have a better understanding of what you really enjoyed if you got a feel of several different projects in the department.
Yeah, so I was the type of student that went through the whole of undergrad without ever speaking to a lecturer, and I would never ask questions or anything like that. And so I was terrified. I knew that I wanted to do honours, but I was terrified with actually finding a lab and having to speak to all the supervisors and the professors and stuff. So that was really scary. But I think once you speak to the first one and you get one under your belt, then it kind of gets easier and easier, and you realise that they want to take on honours students as well. It works both ways. And that, particularly I think if you start with someone that you already feel comfortable with or that you thought was a really good lecturer and that would be easy to talk to, that makes things easier as a starting point. And then it gets easier as you go. I don't know, yeah.
Coming into honours, I was most nervous about picking a project that involved techniques that I didn't know how to do or that I'd just read about. How do you end that? Do we just say that? Okay, I'll just say that.
I didn't know straight away. I only sort of decided maybe 3/4 of the way through honours. It was always in the back of my head when I started on it. I was like, okay, cool. This is a research year. I'll see how this goes. If I like it, maybe I'll think about doing a PhD. But yeah, by the end of honours, I was like, yeah, I don't want to leave uni. I'm not ready yet. Let's jump into the PhD.
So if honours sounds like a possibility for you, then we think that there's 3 things that you should do. Firstly, you should start making contact with potential supervisors. Secondly, you should make an appointment to see one of the 3 honours convenors. And also you should make sure that you come along to one of the information sessions that we'll be running in a few weeks' time.